Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you? It is Tuesday. I am Melissa L. Watkins, evidential medium and a master instructor teacher with integrated energy therapy. So how are you all on this Tuesday? Yeah, these yesterday, if you saw my video, my daily guidance, it was like, I don't know, the energies just felt really heavy. And we are actually having like thunderstorms and a lot of like heavy barometric pressure where I am. So I think I was definitely tuning into that. So, yeah, not really sure what's going on with the planetary alignments, but I know that we do have some things going on. So again, whew, stay safe out there. So I want to thank everyone who has been booking their IET sessions with me. We've been doing some really, really good work the past couple of days. I've been really busy with that. I'm going to continue to be busy with that, it looks like, for the foreseeable future. So I'm really excited to help those of you who are really ready to like embrace your journey of transformation, healing, manifestation, like really starting to see the results in your life that it's been really hard for you to get to just because of the weight that you've been carrying in your emotional, mental, and energetic bodies and physical. When you start to heal and transform what's going on inside, right? Your internal, you're going to start, your external is going to start to shift and change. So that's one of the beautiful things I love watching about this is those of you who are really having different experiences and starting to kind of live more authentically, realizing your goals. It's really beautiful. So good morning. Good morning, Tammy. So I want to thank each of you for that. Okay. So yes, I'm having my first cup of tea with you. I got up late today. I was actually very busy today or yesterday. Some Mondays are just go from the minute my feet hit the floor. And that was kind of yesterday. So Tuesdays are always a little quieter, which is a good thing. Helps me to kind of recoup my energy, get myself back to balance. So doing what you can for your own balance. And one of the ways in which that I've used that really, really helps is, breathing meditations or box breathing. So, really being intentional with your breath, really taking the time out to think about your breath, your inhale, your exhale. And I have a beautiful breathing meditation actually on my YouTube channel that if you go into the classes in healing, there's I think it's 10 minutes of a breathing meditation that can help you. And you can use that whenever you want, right? And don't forget, you can always do a sit in presence where you basically for 3 minutes just breathe in and breathe out and just think about breathing in and breathing out. Because what that does, when you really drop down into your breath, it calms your sympathetic nervous system. So for those of you who do feel anxiety, do feel that you don't know how to kind of get out of that anxious, frustrated, it could be anger, it could be frustration, like whatever it is, and you just feel like everything's tight and everything's chaotic and it's all internal, right? It's all happening internal, right? That's where you want to go kind of find that quiet place and just breathe in and breathe out and put your hands on your heart and breathe in and breathe out and just do that and start with 3 minutes, right? And then you can kind of incrementally increase that as you get proficient. But, for those of you who are really feeling like you're just a little out of sorts, a little out of control, bring it back into your breath. Good morning, Tammy. Good morning, Skylar. Good morning, Michelle. So that's kind of what I want to bring this morning. I think I'm being called to do that. Is reminding all of us, myself included, right, to get in connection with your breathing, with your breath, because that is where your connection to your higher self. That's where connection to God is. That's where connection to the goddess is. That's where connection to the higher, your higher self, your inner self, your quieting that ego that's trying to get you to do or say things that you know don't work. You know that it's that old programming that's trying to keep you safe and stable that just doesn't work, and we have to go in a new direction. So yeah, the breath is what I'm being brought to us today. All right, so I pulled those cards as I was talking, and here we go. Whew, 3 of Cups in the past position. Yeah, I feel like there's been a situation with other people that has had you very emotional. It could be a third-party situation for some of you. It could be, I'm picking up like deceit and deception. And I know it's not the traditional meaning of the 3 of Cups, but I do read intuitively. And I feel like with the Moon card right here, there's been people or a situation in your life that's made you very, very emotional. It didn't feel good. It might have triggered you in some way. And it actually, whatever it was, whether, again, it was a third-party situation, whether it was somebody talking behind your back, somebody saying unkind things about you to other people, whatever it was, I feel like it was a situation that was helping you to find your power, find your strength, find your voice. And the Moon card is coming up to help you recognize where that has happened, help you recognize where what you're feeling is very true. And that could be why I was brought to bring you the breath work and how to kind of tap into your feelings in a way that you can feel strong or feel confident about them, because the anxiety is not the predominant thing, right? You're able to kind of get under the anxiety, what is triggering the anxiety. And for some of you, it is that clairsentience, that feeling that something's not right, feeling that something's off. And this is where you're learning how to stand in your power. You're learning how to recognize what you don't want and recognizing that you are sovereign, that you are magnificent, that you do have the strength and the power within you. It's just about reaching in there and tapping into it, because you are moving forward. You are moving forward where there is going to be growth and success. You're moving forward where everything is going to go in a positive direction, but it's because you are turning away from and leaving behind old situations or people who are not having your back, people who are abusing your trust, abusing your goodness, taking advantage in some way. And the only way for you to kind of get into what it is you want is by moving away from that. Because that's where your groundedness is, that's where your ability to manifest is, that's where you are on solid ground, away from anyone or any situation that is making you feel any type of way, right? Whether it's somebody who is just almost like trying to, oh gosh, so for some of you, it's like someone's trying to convince you of something that you just know in your body, in your core of who you are. You know they're not being honest. You know they're not being right. You know something's right. It's that old line in Hamlet, right? Something's not right in the state of Denmark. You can feel it. You can feel it. And it's time to move away from it. because you are now coming into what is for you. And so the sooner that you move away from a situation that doesn't feel good or isn't working for you, or you really feel like someone isn't respecting you or having your back in whatever way, that is where you come into this partnership, or this new relationship, or even just balance within yourself. I mean, for some of you, this Lover's card is going to be very literal, right? For some of you, you are coming into connection with someone new. But for some of you, this is all about you coming into connection with the balance of yourself, like balancing out that ego and balancing it with your heart and being able to lead from your heart, speaking your truth from your heart so that it can be received. No, I really don't want that thing, or that really isn't the direction I want to go in. But when you're saying it from your heart position, it can be received. When you're speaking from your ego, when you're speaking from the fear, right, the fight or flight, that reptilian brain, that's where the energy of that is coming at the person. So no matter what you're saying, they can't hear the words. They're feeling the feeling, right, of the fear. And so that's when you have the contentious situations. That's when things get blown out of proportion. That's when things get misunderstood, when it's coming from the fear. But if you can drop down in, and sometimes it's easy as just putting your hand on your heart when you start talking. Drop down into your heart and speak from that place, because the emotion of the love behind the words is what allows the words to be heard and change happen. But yeah, I see a lot of movement in these cards. I mean, we got 2 knights. There's movement, right? So for some of you, you're definitely moving away from something and towards, look at that. The knights that came out, the way they came out, it's like you're definitely moving away from something and moving towards something new. And in both cases, the moving away from what doesn't serve you and moving towards something new, like it's all going to be beneficial. It's all going to work out in your favor. But it's about leaving whatever situation is happening right now, that either feels like you've been here before, or it's just another go around of something you don't want, right? And by moving in the new direction, by getting into balance, that's where you're going to have the flow. So if you're someone who's like needing resource, a firm foundation, family situations, safety, stability, all root chakra stuff, right? You are coming into flow with that as long as you move away from what doesn't serve you and move towards what is the new. And for some of you, the new might just be that connection with yourself, learning how to maybe be on your own for the first time in a very long time. Maybe it is learning how to embrace your singleness, right? You've been single for a long time and it's not really what you want, but embracing it is going to allow you to open the flow of all the things. And so really kind of becoming very accepting of where you are on your journey, and keep allowing the movement, the inspiration to come in. It's like, don't fight it. Don't fight where you are. Embrace where you are. And that's how you get the movement. That's how you get the new people, the new situations. And for some of you, the new relationship, the new love, whether it's a friend or a mentor. Yeah. Fighting it, railing against it, it's not going to get you anywhere, unfortunately. Good morning, Aileen. Good morning. Yeah, that's not going to get you anywhere. Acceptance, right? Going back to surrendering to where you are. That's what is going to help you move in a new direction. And sometimes we don't want to surrender where we are because we don't want to be where we are. But until we accept where we are, that's when the change happens. That's when things start to open up for us. But moving away from situations that don't feel good or feel like old situations you've already been through, or people that you can just feel don't have your back, like that's going to be so important as your first step. Just really standing in your power and really saying, I don't want this. This doesn't feel good. And even though what they're saying sounds good, like it's not matching how I'm feeling it. Oh, this is a beautiful card. I haven't pulled this one yet. Oh yeah, Holy Spirit, work through me. Look at that. That's it. Stay in the faith. Look at that. Stay in the faith. This is reminding me of my confirmation name back when I was a practicing Catholic. My confirmation name was Hope, and I got it from the Holy Spirit. So, yeah, this is speaking to me this morning. So for those of you who are in situations that it's really, really hard to move away from, situations that just don't feel good, people that aren't being there for you, people aren't supporting you in the way that you thought, or people are just lying and being deceitful to you, whatever the situation is in your life, it's like work with the Holy Spirit, work with Christ consciousness, work with the golden ray of the central sun, work with all that is your higher power, whatever you believe that to be, because that is where you will get the support that maybe you're not receiving right here on in the physical. And when we're not receiving what we need in the physical, that's where we have to go to the non-physical until it manifests or shows up in the physical. It's always right there in the non-physical. We just have to tap into it. All right, so I'm just going to check out what the book says. This card suggests that you may need instruction, support, and guidance, and that you may feel all paths are closed, the way forward unclear, the goals too hard, the energy stuck and futile. If so, receive the gift of the Holy Spirit. See it embodied as a dove above you, wishing to anoint you with its blessings, and seed its light within you today. As the dove approaches, you hear it coo. You see its brilliant whiteness, and you feel its fluttering wings and the refreshing energy of freedom, faith, and flow that it brings. Sit and be with it as it lands on your chest, its beak gently tapping your heart center, opening the chambers and locked doors long held there. Permit the dove's energy to enter your heart, reassuring you of your place in the world, making the next part of your journey easier as you allow the divine to work through you now. For you are not separate from it, or it from you. The source of love and light is at one with you. You can also call in the Holy Spirit to bring about truth and justice, to shine a light on what is unreasonable or unfair. You are never alone, and in every endeavor can be an example of living Christ consciousness, to do as Jesus would and shine your light, divine light, into a world sorely in need of it. Jesus knew the gift of the Holy Spirit would be needed for times of persecution, struggle, turmoil, and tears. He knew also it wanted to sit within times of celebration and joyful praise and ecstasy. For God is in all moments, as you are, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit combined with your own unique essence, individuality, creed, color, or sex. Thank the Holy Spirit for being with you now, and go bravely into your day as well, my child. All is well. Wow. I didn't realize I was going to read that much, but that was very needed, I think, today. Very needed. A great reminder that all you have to do is call in the help, that it's always right around us, supporting us, loving us, guiding us, protecting us. Yeah, that's beautiful. I think I'm going to leave it right there today. So I will be back tonight at 7 o'clock for Tarot Tuesday. If you've not liked my channel, please do my page on Facebook so that you can get notifications when I go live. And also head over to my YouTube channel. Check it out for the playlists, the healing, the classes, the consciousness conversations, the moon readings, full moon and new moon and solstice, and all kinds of good phases over there for extra support. But yeah, today, drop down into your heart, connect with your breath, call in the Holy Spirit when you need it. Beautiful, beautiful reminder that you always have everything you need. You just have to tap in. All right, guys, have a beautiful rest of your day. I'm sending you so much love and so many blessings. And yeah, I'll see you later tonight, 7 o'clock, Tarot Tuesday. Thank you. If you're watching on the replay, thank you for being here. #replay.